Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So LSU's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stoneburner. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Stoneburner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So like, listen.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice loose.
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Hunt is on its way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Stoneburner. Makes the grab on the left. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. Third down play from the gun. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Hard running there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Stoneburner. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Caught over the middle. It's Harvin. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that. Report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Looking to throw it, Stoneburner. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Finds his man down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. That's why they have a nice lead here late.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Law. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complimentary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Offense working from the pistol. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show...
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Fights off a defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that fast drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. LSU will get a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.